It's February 8th, 1983.
Hmm.
County Kildare, Ireland. In the dark of night, headlights sweep across a quiet stud farm. That's where they make babies.
That's where they do the horse breeding.
A knock at the door, too firm to be friendly. Masked men storm in, pistols drawn. They force a groom to load the world's most famous horse into a trailer, and by sunrise, the stall stands empty. The horse, Shergar, the pride of Ireland, is gone.
Hmm.
Hi, Barn Besties. I'm Jen.
And I'm Sam, and this is Barn Mom Confidential.
All right, so this is episode 1, our first ever. Yay!
We did
And
it!
we did it!
We did it!
Good for us. So this is us patting ourselves on the back because we've been working on this for about 3 months, question mark.
That seems a little long, but yeah.
Okay.
It's been a minute, and we've had some missteps. But we're plugging through, getting through.
So, with that being said, do you have any news you want to share?
You mean like personal news or horse news?
Anything.
Okay. I don't really have a ton of horse news. Do you have horse news?
I actually have a story I found that I emailed to myself that I am going to pull up as soon as I'm in the correct email account. Um, Hold on a second. It's coming.
Did we decide during our intro video if I could drink Diet Coke on air or not?
Yeah, you can drink Diet Coke on air. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this story is crazy. This I just saw, and I think it's still an ongoing investigation. But apparently, there
Yeah.
is a barn in Ohio,
Mm-hmm.
in Salem, Ohio, which I don't know
Yes.
where that is. That's like the middle of nowhere, right?
Mm. Mr. Google can answer that for us. Salem, I think, is on the Salem, Ohio. It's outside of Akron. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, it's by Youngstown.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
So it is kind of like, so Akron's here, Cleveland's here, Akron's here, Youngstown is here, and Salem is here. So it's northeast.
Thank you for the visual with your hands. I appreciate it. Anyways, apparently this barn was up for sale
Mm-hmm.
and they were going through the property and they found at least 3, maybe more horses were locked in a round pen and died. And the owner
No!
tried to cover it up. So some hardcore animal abuse happening.
Man, we are starting our first episode out on a really bummer note.
Oh, maybe that shouldn't be it. Um, but that's the best I've got today. So.
Yeah, I don't have any horror stories either. And personal stories, my son was a narwhal this morning.
I saw that. He was pretty cute.
He was really cute. He was wearing an inflatable narwhal costume and shuffling around being a
I love
narwhal.
that.
It was adorable.
All right, shall we get into it?
And if you guys see me kind of wiggling about, I'm in a closet. I call it my cloffice. I have literally no space. There's 10 inches of space between me and the wall. This is the wall. I'm against the wall. So I'm doing my best, guys.
Also, if you hear any heavy breathing, that is coming from my dog. Not me, I promise.
It's actually her husband. He's just a weirdo in the background.
He's at work, okay? Let's not pull him into this. It is
Okay.
most definitely my dog, Lucy. Although she decided to sleep for now, so maybe we've got a few minutes before she starts up again.
Before she wakes up and starts on with her nonsense. So,
yes.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So the
Welcome.
Vanishing of Shergar takes place today. Okay. You know, whatever. However you want to say it, Sam, is fine.
I did it.
Okay. world. Today's case is the vanishing of Shergar. Shergar was a $13 million horse.
Wait, how do you know he was $13 million? How does, okay, hold on, time out. How does horse value, do you know how horse value gets determined?
By how much people are willing to pay for it.
No, I understand how intrinsic value gets determined, but like, was he insured for $13 million or like?
He was $13 million in 1980s money.
Holy crap, that is a very expensive horse.
Yes, very expensive. Anyways, so to understand what happened the night he was taken away, stolen in the night, you have to understand who Shergar was.
Okay.
He was born in 1978 in County Kildare, bred by the Aga Khan. What's Ivy? Is that the fifth, sixth?
Oh, IV? That's
Yeah.
4.
Okay, Aga Khan IV, a name synonymous with excellence in horse racing. From the start, Shergar was a marvel, balanced, calm, almost too smart, some said. His trainer, Michael Stout, said he moved like silk over turf.
Ooh.
So everyone thought he was very special from the moment he came into this world.
Yeah, for $13 million, I would imagine.
Right?
Yeah.
So his first race made headlines, but nothing compared to his race in the summer of 1981. So that race was the Epsom Downs Derby in England. It takes place every year in June. The race spans 1.5 miles across demanding, uneven ground. So this isn't like what you're picturing in an American type of racetrack. This is
right.
like grass, hills. It's a feat.
Mm-hmm.
And I know for sure that our pony Billy would break her legs immediately.
Well, our pony Billy she's a good girl.
She's got a great personality.
She's got a great personality. Like, I mean, just she's very pretty and she's got a really good personality.
She's the best.
Is she maybe?
She's not exactly a Derby winner.
No, no, I would not call her a Derby winner. Yeah, she's a good girl.
So, back to the story. This Derby and the track are marked by steep climbs, sudden drops, and a sweeping left-hand curve known as Tattenham Corner, a spot famous for testing both nerve and skill.
That's crazy.
I know. While
can you imagine
injuries, and they're racing, they're like going as fast
as
they can.
I know. Can you imagine taking that turn on a horse? What if the horse falls on you? Like what? It's like, flipping a car, right?
Oh,
like, yeah.
There's a lot of trust placed into these jockeys and horses for sure, because
that's crazy.
Yeah.
You have to train so much.
Absolutely. While serious injuries are uncommon, one of the most dramatic moments in Derby history came in 1962 when 7 horses fell or were brought down approaching that very turn. So while accidents are rare, they do happen. And 7 horses did like a football type pile-on situation.
Yeah.
Not good.
It's like when it snows in the South.
Yeah.
All over.
Tragically, one of them broke his leg and had to be euthanized.
Oh, so that is really sad.
It's a dangerous race,
yeah.
So it's a big deal. The race has been run since 1780, so there's a lot of prestige and history associated with this particular derby. And every contender has to be exactly 3 years old, meaning they only get one chance to make history and win this.
3 is really young, too, for horses, isn't it? Like, really young.
They still have their baby teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to be trained for okay, so they are 3, so they're very young. Because, didn't we, your daughter used to ride Fat Lily.
Yep. And she was 4. And she was young, very much a baby.
And she was very much a baby, yeah. And you guys had challenges with that when Olivia was trying to ride Fat Lily because she was just a little baby.
I'm just a baby.
Just a baby. So can you imagine 3 years old and they've had to train to do this very hard course.
Yep.
Bananas.
Yep. It's crazy.
Wild.
So, in 1981, Shergar wasn't just any contender. He was heavily favored. His odds were 10-1, which I had to look this up because I'm not the sports betting type. But if you bet $11, you'd win 10. So, in
Okay.
plain
Yep.
terms, the bookmakers thought he was more likely to lose than win. So,
Hmm.
it's not a good idea to bet because you'll lose money if he wins.
Yeah, I was about to say, so it
He
still
was that
costs you money.
Yeah, he was that
okay.
favored. Like everyone knew he was going to win right out the gate. He was unbeatable.
Hmm.
So, on June 3rd, 1981, with 19-year-old jockey Walter Swinburne aboard, Shergar turned the Derby into a demolition. At the halfway mark, Swinburne gave him the slightest nudge and Shergar exploded. The crowd went silent and then they erupted. He won by 10 lengths. That's 10 horse lengths. The
Hmm.
largest margin in the race's 200-year-old history.
Oh
People said
man.
it looked effortless. And if you watch the video, it absolutely looks effortless.
Okay. Can we have a link to the video
We'll share it
below
in the
on our
show
YouTube?
notes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
That same summer, he won the Irish Derby and King George and Queen Elizabeth stakes, cementing his legend. The Guardian called him a Pegasus among mortals.
I want people to talk about me like that. That's what I want my epitaph to be when I pass away. She was a Pegasus among mortals.
I'll put it on your headstone. It's actually your Christmas present this year, your pre-engraved headstone.
Oh, that's so morbid. It's so dark. My son would be like, what is happening?
Can you imagine? Mom, are you dying?
No,
Okay,
son.
this got really dark.
No, son. Your aunt's just a weirdo.
Just kidding. I'm not getting you a gravestone.
Well, now I'm counting on it. So
Okay. Well, I'll have to make one then.
Yep.
Regardless, he retired that fall at just 3. So they do their race and then they retire. Can you imagine being retired at 3?
I mean, my son is pretty much retired, so yeah.
I want that life.
I'm not gonna lie, he got to walk around in a narwhal costume this morning while I hand fed him sausage. He's got a pretty sweet gig. 3.
That feels a lot like how Shergar lived.
Yeah.
The Aga Khan valued him at 10 million euros, by the way, astronomical for 1981. And I did the conversion for us because I wanted to know. In today's money, that's 35.6 million US dollars.
For a horse.
For a horse. And they syndicated him into 40 shares because no one person could afford a $35.6 million horse. They split his shares up into 40 pieces so people would buy shares of this horse.
That's insane. Can you imagine buying shares in a horse? That's absolutely insane to me.
So the Aga Khan kept 6. The remaining 34 were sold to wealthy owners around the world. Each share gave breeding rights. Some holders paid over 250,000 euros each.
That horse seed, I know we have a couple of episodes coming up about theft amongst the breeding groups. Yeah. But people go nuts for that stuff.
I know. Horse semen is all the rage.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane. It blows my mind.
I know. So after he retired, he returned home to Ballymeny stud. Jeez, I'm sorry. Can you?
I need to pause because you just said horse semen is all the rage.
I did say that. Those words did come out of my mouth. Put it on a t-shirt.
I'm trying so hard to move on and be totally serious, but I just couldn't let that go.
Horse semen is all the rage.
You heard it here, folks.
Okay, I need to get it under control so I can keep telling this story.
There's just no way I could just be like, sure, totally normal thing to say, absolutely.
Okay. He returned to his stud farm in Kildare where he was pampered like royalty, much like your son. He had special food, round-the-clock grooms, and a custom stall with brass nameplates. According to the New York Times, He impregnated 42 of the 44 mares of the first season.
Oh, he is quite the stud.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
People joked he was as famous as the Pope, but probably busier.
Sure.
Had to keep that in there because that was quite the quote.
It's something.
Yep. But Ireland in 1983 was a country under pressure. The Troubles were raging, bombings, ambushes, and smuggling along the border. The IRA needed money, and fast.
Wait, does the IRA steal the horse?
You'll find out.
Oh my gosh.
So that's where Shergar enters the picture. He's a living, breathing fortune, unguarded, in the middle of rural Kildare.
Right.
All right. So it's about 8:30 p.m. on February 8th, 1983. Head groom Jim Fitzgerald is sitting down to dinner when someone knocks. He opens the door to two men with pistols. They shove him back inside, locking his wife and children in a room. They tell him, "We want Shergar." I had to do it in that voice just to entertain you.
Now say horse semen's all the rage.
Horse semen's all the rage.
All the rage.
Okay. Back to serious. This is serious business.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. He opens the door with the two men and the pistols. They shove his family into a room and lock them in. They take Jim Fitzgerald, who's the groom, at gunpoint. And he was a quiet, middle-aged man who cared for Shergar since the horse retired. He knew every routine from feeding, grooming, turnout, everything. Under threat, he led the men to the stall, haltered the stallion, and helped load him onto a trailer.
Oh, buddy.
I know. They told him if he spoke, his family would die. The horse was loaded into the trailer, and the groom was transferred to a car. They blindfolded Fitzgerald, pushed him into a car, and drove for hours. Around 11 p.m., they dumped him on a county road, telling him not to speak for several hours or his family would be killed.
It's got to be really terrifying.
Can you imagine? All about a horse?
I would definitely give them the horse. I know that the horse is worth millions, quite literally, but like, absolutely, just take the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real. When Fitzgerald finally reaches help and the police are called, it's nearly 8 a.m. the next day.
Yeah, that horse is gone.
That delay cost them everything.
Yeah.
In that time, the gang vanished, and by coincidence or even cruel planning, as some have said, it was also the week of a massive horse sale across Ireland. Hundreds of horse trailers were on Irish roads, and no one could tell which one carried Shergar. Soon, ransom calls began. One journalist in Belfast said he received a call from a man claiming to have Shergar. Another followed, asking for 2 million euros. The kidnappers sent a photograph, proof of life, Shergar's head beside a newspaper. But that was the only one they ever got. The owners, all 40 of them, decided not to pay. The Aga Khan's representatives reasoned that if they gave in, every thoroughbred on Earth would become a target. So they didn't want to set a precedent.
I'm just not even sure if that makes any sense because, like, if you can kidnap a horse or horse-nap a horse, right? And then that horse vanishes, and now what do you do with the horse?
Well, you'll find out.
Okay.
They got themselves in a bit too deep.
Yeah. Like, it's a horse. What do you do with a stolen, it's an animal.
They were hoping to ransom it like they kidnapped a human, except, horses. So I suppose lower stakes, but not really.
Well, not a $30 million horse. Yeah, that's pretty high stakes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So the owners played hardball. The Irish police were desperate. Chief Superintendent James Spud Murphy led the investigation, and I need to time out and talk about how perfect his nickname is.
Spud Murphy.
Spud Murphy. Yep. He was kind of a blowhard. Mm-hmm. Reporters swarmed him at press conferences. When one asked if they had any clues, Murphy said dryly, "A clue? That's something we haven't got."
Classic Spud.
Right? There's also reports that are unverified, so this is allegedly, that reporters showed up in the same type of hat that he usually wears, mocking him because he couldn't get anywhere with this.
Oh, poor Spud.
I know. I was like, oh, Spud, man, you're in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Spud Murphy's team, fanned out across Kildare and the border counties. 70 detectives in the field were checking trailers, raiding farms, and following anonymous tips. But everything worked against them. No forensic evidence. The stallion and trailer are gone. Fitzgerald's description is limited. He's the groom, in case you forgot where you are in the story. He was blindfolded and scared out of his mind, so he had no idea what he really saw. And jurisdiction stops at the Northern Ireland border, where many believe the gang escaped. So they were basically searching half of Ireland with no starting point.
Right.
It was bleak. Murphy even called in psychics and diviners. Yeah, really. Hoping for a miracle.
Gotta do what you gotta do. Did they help at all? No. I was like, the horses. Is the horse still missing to this day?
You will get there.
I'm
trying to jump ahead.
I'm excited. I gotta find out what happened to this horse.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Behind the scenes, the negotiations with the gang continued. Calls came from Belfast phone booths using code names. The gang promised proof of Shergar was alive if money was transferred to a Swiss account. But when police asked for a specific photo angle to verify it, the callers hung up. Days passed. Days passed. And the ransom demands shifted. 5 million euros, then 1 million euros. Confusion grew over who was actually negotiating. The Aga Khan owned only 6 shares in Shergar. The rest belonged to dozens of investors. It was corporate telephone tag in the middle of a hostage crisis. So even if they'd wanted to pay, no one had the authority to act fast.
Right. Because you have to have 40 people all agree that they're going to do it. And like, how do you get 40 people to agree on anything?
Yeah, not possible.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
By the time they formed a response committee, communication from the kidnappers stopped. The final call came around February 13th, a male voice saying, Shergar is dead. That is the end of it.
Oh, no!
I know, right? Officers searched bogs, abandoned barns, border crossings, nothing. No DNA, no hoof prints, no body.
The only thing in my head right now is the Taylor Swift song, I Think He Did It.
I was waiting. That's why I paused, because I knew you were going to be like, no body, no crime.
No body, no crime.
Years later, informant Sean O'Callahan told the police the operation was led by Kevin Malone, a senior IRA member. According to him, Shergar panicked, injured himself, and was shot within hours of being taken. The gang allegedly buried him in a bog near Ballinamore? ?
Mm-hmm.
But no remains were ever found, so his story couldn't be verified. The only thing everyone agrees on is that the trail went cold.
Yeah.
The police officially classified the case as unsolved. Even decades later, detectives admit that it remains one of the most frustrating investigations in Irish history. No suspects, no closure, just a legend lost to silence. There are other theories besides the IRA taking Shergar.
Did the IRA take credit for it?
Only the informant, Sean O'Callahan, took credit for it. The IRA never officially took credit for it.
Okay.
So it's still all very allegedly, and there's no proof that any one particular group or person stole Shergar.
Oh, fascinating.
So the other theories, which are wild, and these are all allegedly.
Yes, no one sue us. Alleged. Everything is alleged. She just said it. We don't know what happened to this horse.
New Orleans Mafia was one. Colonel Gaddafi of Libya. Local criminal syndicates. And others. But these were considered far-fetched compared to the IRA theory.
Yeah.
In the aftermath, the Aga Khan dissolved Shergar's ownership syndicate. Stud security across Europe was tightened. Jim Fitzgerald returned to work but was never the same. He spoke publicly only once and died years later, still tormented by what happened. Our poor groom.
I know. What a harrowing thing to go through. And to lose a horse that was clearly deeply loved by him.
Well, yeah, when you take care of them, you definitely bond.
For sure, yeah.
Over time, the story became folklore, books, films, pub songs, but beneath the myth is a simple truth. A gentle horse, taken for money, and never seen again. They got in so far over their heads, they did not know how to handle a stud.
I just like, okay, so I want to talk about the logistics of kidnapping a horse. Because while that, I get it, I totally get it. But as soon as you started telling me the numbers were going down, I was like, no, that horse is gone. They have either decided to sell it to somebody or they didn't know how to take care of the horse that they stole. Like, yeah.
Both. So I couldn't verify this, but I did read a quote about how he was on like either specialized supplements or medication or something to increase his production as a stud horse, which made him, I imagine it's probably hormone therapy and they were giving him like more testosterone or something, which made him even more difficult to handle. And I don't think the horse snappers understood that to begin with, but you know, there's a reason most horses are gelded. It's so that they're easier to handle. Stallions are notoriously difficult. So I just don't think they knew what they were getting into. They didn't know how to handle a horse. They clearly didn't have a great plan on how they were going to ransom it. Whoever stole him.
Yeah. So it kind of reminds me of the Louvre heist that just happened a couple of weeks ago, right?
Oh, yeah.
And how everybody was like, well, they took things of high value, but they took things of high value that can be broken apart and changed something else. Like you can always reshape a diamond, recut it, and then it's still something valuable. Because like as a crown and as a crown jewel, it's not worth anything. Like it's worth something.
Yeah, but
you can't
knows
sell it.
You stole it from the Louvre.
Right.
Like no one is going to buy that.
No one's going to buy it. It's hot. It's too hot. It's like taking the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa is absolutely priceless, but it's totally worthless on the black market because then what do you do with the Mona Lisa? Like the only thing that you can really do with it is use it as some kind of like collateral or something like that.
Like a ransom.
So, yeah. Like a ransom. That's the only thing that you can do with it. Because like if you have something that is so famous and so unmovable as a horse, what do you do with that horse? And I imagine that these criminals were not that sophisticated or probably knowledgeable about horse care. And it does not shock me. And I think the most likely is, sadly, the horse is no longer with us.
Yeah. They said he was killed. They just never found his body. And I just feel so bad for the horse.
Yeah, that's really terrible.
And he was just a baby.
He was just a baby. He's just a baby enjoying his retirement and just hooking up. Just out there making babies.
Sowing some wild oats.
He was just sowing his oats, guys.
He didn't get to actually do it himself, though.
It makes me so sad for him.
God. So, anyways, yeah, that's our story for today.
All right. Well, I mean, I feel bad. I'm not going to lie. That's kind of a bummer. I guess that's true crime, though. True horse crime.
True horse crime, baby.
True horse crime. Yeah.
All right. So we will share our sources in the show notes, and we'll link a video so you can watch Shergar win the Derby. It's kind of incredible to see.
Yeah.
And stay tuned for our next episode where we head to Chicago.
What's in Chicago?
I believe it's a candy heiress.
A what?
Hold, please. Okay. Yes, we head to Chicago where a candy heiress vanishes and investigators uncover one of the darkest conspiracies in horse history.
Show whore.
That's my bad. I'm not great with the words.
It's okay. I hear horse semen's all the rage.
It's because it is.
It just is.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Unfortunately, that will not be available in our merch store.
No, we're not going to sell horse semen is all the rage.
Oh God, can we put it on a t-shirt?
I'm going to make you a winter cap that says it.
Oh my God,
And I want you to drop your son off at daycare with it, or at preschool with it.
At his church preschool?
Yes.
Yeah.
On that note, I suppose let us know if you want horse semen is all the rage merch, and we'll come up with it.
Nope. Guys, just don't. Nope, let's not. No, I don't want to be walking around an airport 6 months from now seeing that on somebody's
shirt. Speak for yourself.
Oh my God. Okay. Well.
Okay. On that note, that's the end of our story today. Stick with us next week when we head to Chicago, where a candy heiress vanishes and investigators uncover one of the darkest conspiracies in show horror.